嗨，你好，要去临海二路。
往西走9路2路朝吉林街前进，沿着9路2路继续走1.5公里。
Just send it to your group chat.
He looks so confident too.
He looks like he's constipated.
So then I read that some of the 7-Elevens in this city in particular, some are very small, just like
basic
neighborhood bodegas, but other ones you can have a beer and wine and sit down.
Yeah, that makes sense. We do that in some other Korea and Japan. Like they have like stools and a counter,
Yeah.
and people like get. And usually they have outdoor tables too. You can get like a beer and a ramen or like.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That wouldn't work in like a train station or anything like that, but like in
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it was.
That was cool.
Why I went?
That was like the perfect thing that I wanted to do. Yeah.
Just
like
to
sit down. And have something cool. Yeah, like a.
I can't. Sometimes a la carte menus. Especially in a group. Somehow whoever is the waiter always goes, and you,
Yeah.
and like come to me last. And I don't know why they always come to me first. It's a problem. I acknowledge it, but just come to me last.
I mean, well, I have to. When I go out with my family, I always have to be the one to go first. I just like order whatever, because at that point I'm over it. Because when they get to, like my sister, Phoebe's usually pretty good. Katie's pretty good. Both my parents can't like make a decision for life of them, so they're like coming. They'll go to like either they'll go to my mom, then they'll like go to, and then they'll go to my dad, and then back to my mom.
Oh, so when we asked him what the midnight fish was, midnight fish apparently just means
Yeah.
fish that's
Well, I
caught
know,
at
we
midnight.
already had that conversation.
Right, and I've said about my sister at the Chinese
Yeah.
restaurants, right? You know, she would, I don't know. So,
The Chinese restaurants where?
no matter where in the
Oh,
world,
no,
my dad loved to go to Chinese restaurants. I never was a fan, but
Really? Oh, I loved it when I was a kid. It was like my favorite thing to
like
do.
the Lazy Susan, you know,
Yeah.
things. My father got a kick out of it.
So fun. As a kid, it was so good.
But
Yeah.
even in the Middle East and Jordan, like the Hunan Dynasty Palace, all the waiters were flown in from China. They all had anglicized names. Right?
Yeah.
And so my sister glommed onto us, and she would my sister was a real smartass, and she would piss herself laughing by going, "Can I ask what's in the brown sauce?" And they go, "It's brown and it's sauce." And this would go on until my mom would stop her. "But what is in the brown sauce?" And then she would start bursting out laughing, and then I would start laughing because just every Chinese restaurant to this day, she still does it.
Oh my god. Oh, she still does it? Oh my god.
Because the answer is universally, it's just brown sauce. Don't.
Well, probably because it's coming out of a powder, and they're just pouring it. Yeah, I don't trust anything that says brown sauce. I'm like, garlic sauce, great. Black bean sauce, great. Brown sauce? I don't want my sauce to be just the sum of a color.
And so that morphed, and my little brother got the worst of it because I'm 5 years older than my sister.
You told me she would totally pick on your brother and try to get you involved.
No, but it was like, so she's 10, he's 5, she's 12, he's 6, you know, on and on it goes. So he was like, we'd moved to the States, he was going to Montessori school. He was already a bad kid, he was getting sent to the thinking chair every day.
Phoebe and I had to go to Montessori school.
And so I think my sister was already in the car when my mom would pick up Gregory. I don't know what, you know, from St. Luke's Catholic School or whatever.
Yeah.
I missed all that. But then she'd like go to work on Gregory. And like, what did you do in school today? Well, I got sent to the thinking chair, and then we had snack. And she's like, what kind of snack did you have? And the first time it was brown snack.
Oh no.
And my sister was like, what kind of brown snack? And his face would turn red, and he would scream at her. He was like, I just had brown snack. And so my sister started, like, my brother
Your
had
sister
temper.
sounds like did what I would do. Your sister
My
sounds
mom
like
would-
me.
My mom would have to like stop it because, and then I learned, and I'd be around, and like, hey, I heard you had snack today, and I'd go with my little.
Well, when Katie was little, I was already in college by the time she could like even talk or walk or anything.
So it was just this thing.
But
like, this
I would
project.
come back like to my friend Caitlin, like from grade school, whatever. Caitlin would come. Oh, I had this. My friend Willie had given me a bunch of Star Trek posters, and as a joke, I had hung them up in my the Next Generation. I had hung them up in my like childhood bedroom. Which, it was no longer technically being used by me, but I like taped them up anyway. And like Caitlin and I we went to the same grade school. We had the same birthday, and we're born in the same hospital. So like,
it's like, you're doppelgangers.
Yeah, and like we don't have exactly the same personality or anything, but our sense of humor of like messing with people is the same. And so when Katie was old enough to talk or understand things, we started telling her that Jean-Luc Picard was her real father.
It's just.
And we started early and kept it up for like a long enough time that when my dad was home from like a business trip and my parents were both sitting down at breakfast, and Caitlin and I had like messed with Katie one too many times, she went down, she's like, he's not my real father, Mom, Dad, tell her he's not a real father. Like what is she talking about? And I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, John, and Katie kind of has speech impediment, so you couldn't completely understand her. But they're like, who's not your real father? And I said, oh, she's saying Jean-Luc Picard's not your real father, but you guys guys, I think it's time to tell her, right? And
Yeah.
and my dad's like cracking up, and my mom's like, Abby, that's not funny. And my dad's like, that's hilarious.
My sister was a real, she was a real beast. And she drove, until my little brother came along, she tormented me. She tormented up and down.
Up and down. It's just no fear.
Yeah, I mean, you know, older siblings are supposed to like abuse the younger siblings, and it didn't work that way in my family. And so the only recourse I had was at one point something struck a nerve with her. I'm like, saying, Mom and Dad aren't your real parents. You need to pack your clothes because your real parents are coming to get you. And she was really confused by that.
I just loved the fact that like the poster, why the poster? Caitlin was the one that started it, and then I was the one that was like, oh yeah, I'm going with this. Is great. But yeah, it's like, oh, well, the reason we have a poster in Abby's bedroom is so that she can remember, you know, is so that you can, you know, you won't hurt Dad's feelings, and you can go in the room and say your dad.
Overly thought out.
Exactly.
This ruse.
Like it just became more. And we were like making it up as we went along. But we're like, you know, but that's why we put it here, because it's, you know, so we don't hurt Dad's feelings, but then you can. He's like.
What else? My sister did a lot of bad things. I mean, we went on vacation. We were living in Jordan. We went to Dubai to visit friends from Switzerland. My parents were in Jordan. They were expats in Dubai. In Dubai, they lived in like the ritzy expat community. This was like a country club lifestyle. And my sister and this girl, Marianne.
And Marianne grew up there too, or?
It was like a friend, a local Australian girl she made like a part of the expat community. Well, my parents' friends had Martin and Barbara. They were closer to me, so we would be poolsiding, playing tennis, you know, all these spoiled, privileged white things. But my sister made like a 6 or 7 year old friend, and this was one.
And how old was your sister at the time?
6 or 7.
Oh, you said she made a 6 or 7 year old
friend, like another girl from another expo that was there.
Oh, okay. So she made a friend the same age. If you
Yeah,
say
she
it
made
like
a
that,
friend-
it
yes.
sounds like she was an adult.
No.
Yeah, okay.
She made a friend the same age, and while the adults were doing adult things and getting pissed on gin and tonics and beer, and the older kids were, you know, having burgers and cokes and playing Marco Polo and doing all. My sister and her new friend went through the private homes of like 3 or 4 expat families and stole all the women's jewelry.
Oh, you did tell me this, but I totally forgot. Or you told me, I don't think.
And
I
like
got the
one of them like
backstory.
tried to set someone's house on fire. I mean, it's just.
Oh my God. Your parents must have been mortified.
And then she taunted my grandmother on because my grandmother
Did she not get in trouble in school?
No.
So she just saved all her.
She
saved all her hijinks for when she was home.
Only the dumb ones get in trouble. The true evil ones just get a pass.
It's true. They know how to like. That's true.
I told my brother at one point, like, you gotta stop being bad because you're just not.
Yeah, you're not good enough at it.
You get caught all the
You're
time.
like, Mila's way better at it than you are.
Oh God, even I was better.
That's funny.
Even when I was in college. At some point, my girlfriend at the time, Ingrid, came home. So now you're in college, you're 20 and he's 10.
Yeah.
It's my little brother, and we had a ton of snow. And so Ingrid was like, let's build a snowman in your parents' front yard. And my brother would always come along and demolish like the stages of the snowman.
Wait, was this around? Oh no, wait, because you were still in college. It would have been because I remember.
It was like my sophomore year.
No, because I remember there's a huge snowstorm. The one in like, I feel like it was December of '95 or something that totally shut DC down.
That was the second one, and
Yeah.
there's an
Yeah.
infamous picture of Georgetown in the snow.
Yeah.
When Wisconsin Avenue and M Street are.
好，谢谢
Oh, yeah.
谢谢
谢谢。
Thank you.
Yeah.
This place is here.
谢谢。